Social Constitution, Article 1, it says that sovereignty resides in the people in whose mandate shall be expressed. And yes, sir, Article 1 of the 1992 Constitution. Enti, se oka sovereignty asem, se tumia ewo omaimono, ewo yen yekita. Do you understand? Yen yekita. Sa tumie no sa honde no a constitution edi amaya no. Eno na yede to aba. Eyi president. President no president Nana Akufo-Addo now. Na sa president no appointed nipa. Na nipa na aka said they are independent. Independent from who? He voted for a president.
That's right.
Empower the president to do things on our behalf. Na president na kwaye adie on our behalf. Na owa ka kire say you are independent. Independent of who? Because without us, there would not have been a president to appoint you. So even your original authority is from the president. And the president derives his authority from the citizens. So when people come to say that they are independent, yes, functional independence. So they must reason. Now when you go to Article 42 of the 1992 Constitution, Article 42 say, look, every citizen 18 years and above and of sound mind is entitled to be registered. And the Electoral Commission must take steps to register that person. Article 42 nekasa. Until we do 18 years, you are entitled to be registered, and the Electoral Commission must ensure that you register. That insurance means that you must make available the voters' registration exercise to the people. When you take it to some obscure corner, you have not entitled me to my rights. So what I say? But the Constitution also provided another caveat in that same article. I say, we must be of sound mind. And I think that but the sound mind is not just for the people who are going to be registered, but also the officials who are going to register us. Because if you look at the actions of some of the people, no, you think that sound mind.
I refer to the commissioners.
Precisely. Precisely. Because if you are of sound mind, now political parties, you see, he talked about the expansion of the register. Monyena, it should look. IEC is going to contest for MP. Answer now by contest, by just advertising himself. The pressure that is on him. And I'm giving you a practical experience of those of us who are going to contest elections. Everybody that is of 18 years are on Timin Court District Office. They are looking up to you to provide them with money, or they are looking for you to provide them with bars to convey them there.
Sure.
Do you know the burden on the individuals? The EC is going to, so Sesia no seminia ayesia or ye nejuma emma party ewa akraha. On Timin Court enko jinaho emma bases emfa no pankono. Those who have come with money, irrespective of where they got the money from, will mask people to go and register, and they could eventually win when in actual fact they are not competent to come and represent the communities they belong to. Sana ohineno go so hineno all catchere easy for say, look, this thing you are doing it me ede this kind of negativity edeba, so you have to be careful.
Not just areas now ghost now ebi wo wa. Precisely, until you can say, now easy, you are not listening to the people, then we have to check the soundness of your mind. Political party beyond Nigana are on Kantia. The fact that the district offices are not opportune places for, say, young cultural Yedin Woho. The district offices are never polling stations. And you have to register at polling stations. You vote at polling stations. Nowhere do we use the district offices as polling stations except special voting. Even special voting, you have called district office. We designate different places outside of the near to special voting. So ye nyina ya kasa. Now electoral commission say that this is what we feel like doing because we are independent. Then the political parties went to court. Now individuals be eswa court akofa injunction at the atoso. The electoral commission, in the face of 2 applications before it, the electoral commission said that they are going ahead. They were defying the authority of the courts. Media yamame. Yamame papa. Because we of Arise Ghana, oh, now that we know that even state institutions can defy applications before the court, nobody should expect compliance from us. Ebeye butu ebeye gigam ewo maimu. Because anybody who goes to court for anything, we will ignore you because electoral commission appointed by President Akufo-Addo has paved the way that yebetimi aye even when matters are before the court. The other point that you must know,
yes,
is that this EC, and when the court serves them, they are served with a court processes. They can ignore. I just recall, no more or more presidential primaries. One of the candidates went to court and served the electoral commission. What was the public comment of the electoral commission? Say, Omuntimi conduct NDC primaries.
Yes.
Unless there is no court issue. Even court, no. They said there was an injunction served on them. It was an application. They said it was served on them. And yes, sir, the EC, when it was somebody's political internal affair, and then the EC can defy the courts and go ahead to do it. It's nice. Whatever is making Ghanamusic to belch, you know, say udidimia that why yes, if you are hungry, you cannot do that. It is when you are full, belly full, then you can do That is the stage at Ghanamusic at the Electoral Commission and Ecuador. And I think that we are treading on a dangerous path by over-assuming say we have independence away from the citizens. You cannot have independence away from the citizens when those citizens elected a president and the president appointed you into office. Your independence can only have a limit, but not as far as the citizens are concerned. And citizens have spoken, whether they be civil society. Look, NCCO, National Commission for Civic Education, they help the Electoral Commission in their job. Omabe Kasa say, doing this thing at the district level, Kodeu, Coalition of Domestic Election Observers, Omabe Kasa, etia, this that the Electoral Commission is doing. The Electoral Commission said no, Muninyansa. IDEC, CDD, Omabe Kasa, Electoral Commission say Omuninyansa. As we speak, the TUC has spoken. Electoral Commission say Munya Onya. Political parties have spoken. They came to IPAC, Omu Kasaye, Omu Beye press conference. The Electoral Commission say Omu Nyimnyansa. Indeed, we have to check the soundness of mind of the officers at the Electoral Commission, because I think that there's something terribly wrong with their upstairs. Otherwise, you cannot be more intelligent than the generality of the people of Ghana. Our chiefs, our politicians, our civil society organization, even the media. Share. It's my personal example. Minuya Bekwin Onim Meba. He is 18 years and he is in school and is writing his wasi. When will he leave St. Peter's? Now across Sankana, Okodu Sankana, then he has to move now to Nadole to go and register. So common sense Crampo Bachelor said the period of your registration, the bulk of the people that have to be on the voters register are actually writing their wasi. Number 2, said this is the rain season. Now Okwa Yen say How are you going to? Because some of the days will be rained off. So your 21 days cannot be achieved. The third and final point, and they say, you are doing this exercise so that we can do district level elections. Obabaya district level elections, they take place only at the electoral areas. Why are you not opening up the electoral areas as voting registration centers? Already, district level elections, we share patronage in a form. Majority of people actually used to register for the voters card because omo pese omo betimi anya Western Union transfer na se omo kwa kwa Jessica bi those days so kwa yimu mo krampa no mo say for ID card bra. Sesia it's no more the card that is used for those services. So nipa dodua, they are even frustrated with the system, may not want to go and vote, let alone going to register. And now you are restricting and limiting them. Nipa now, we were begging them to go and register. No? Now you are making the job even more difficult for them. The voters register and our voter ID card is free. And you're free. So why do you spend so much money to go and do something that costs 0 cedis? The Ghana Bar Conference cannot be a political platform. And Nurase Utie from the Minister for Justice, Edeba President Akufo-Addo, they turned the Ghana Bar Conference into an NPP political rally ground. Minister for Justice, Ninsema Okan, said, the next president of Ghana will be an economist. How is that the work of the Minister for Justice? Koka Ghana Bar Asem. Now Koka who will be the next president of Ghana. How is that an issue for Minister for Justice? The reason for which your ministry was created is to ensure fairness, irrespective of which political party or which person becomes president. President Akufo-Addo in Nikasamu, you turn a finger on your political opponents. Now in that, now waka say, Nipa, there was Martin Amidu, special prosecutor, referred to him as government official 1. Airbus in some It's not qualified. Really, this is not an MPP rally ground. Inti enne Al Jazeera report now moye edifa Akufo-Addo. Ochro Al Jazeera said they should apologize in 100 days, otherwise or the Omobako court. And now American is 151 days. So Akufo-Addo is corrupt. Martin Amidu Noah, President Akufo-Addo cited Enrano. Onankasa in his report regretted working with a con man who is the mother serpent of corruption. Sana Okaye. So I didn't think that the Ghana Bar Conference was the avenue for Semi President Akufo-Addo Ekokaye. He berated and mutilated the integrity of the conference. And I think that the Ghana Bar Association, if they want to continue to be an institution that is impartial, they have to distance themselves from these partisan comments. But he was responding to John Mahama.
Yes.
And yes, sir. John Mahama said, Yehu nipa bi. Nipa bebre. And I see, try to use my party because I'm Iwai. The PNC General Secretary or former General Secretary, and I'm happy to have succeeded him, was a PNC General Secretary and appointed. So you can say that despite that he belonged to a different political party, he was appointed not because he belonged to the ruling party at the time.
But opposition party.
He belonged to an opposition party and he was appointed.
That's right.
What you saying? But in this instant, we have seen people who have been open MPP persons to say Ernest, Gewu, who was taken after he lost the 2016. In fact, now is now a parliamentary candidate for Whole West in 2012. Then he metamorphosed to become parliamentary candidate for Whole Central in 2016. All on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. Mudi Nkunima appointed no straight to the High Court. From the High Court, boom. Obapa Court of Appeal judges, now the Nako Supreme Court. And we have seen the number of judges are appointed. Moko Kota, Moko Kansema, na Minister for National Security na Ankasano. Sisi ani yem eshishino. Because Kandapa and Obeka say, mo judges and he was
Benansi for me time now.
Messi form. Minister for Justice, your friend saying National Security, catch justices no. So mo rulings na mo yan saying no. It's giving cause. So that when people lose trust, bibia moyama abain ebahayang. Now so obisi oba the scale is like this. Share scale no. Inti scale na say no naturally say weight bebre ewo ha. Inti in order to balance it now put more weight here so that it will come at par. We so yansema you should be